So now we're going to finalize our drawing by going over it with a felt tip pen. You guys can use a regular black pen. That's fine to do this if you don't have a felt tip pen. I'm using a Sharpie pen. If you don't have a Sharpie pen, even an ultra fine tip Sharpie or any kind of art pen like the Macron or like whatever. If you have any nice small tipped black pens, that's fine. Felt tip is preferred by most watercolor artists though. So I'm going to start with this middle guy and his body. I'm going to underline the black part, and I'm going to do that little buffalo check sign. I'm going to outline his beard first to make sure I don't go into the beard. So I'm outlining the beard as I drew it at the beginning. I'm going to outline his nose too very carefully. I'm going to get to the hat later just because I don't want to risk going in there if it's still a little damp. So in each cross section of these red lines that we drew at the beginning, I'm putting a little black square. You don't have to do this if you really don't want to, but I think it looks a little extra fancy. Just a little black square at each cross section of these red lines that we painted. I'll do some at the bottom here since we outlined that too. Just gives it a nice little touch. And then I'm going to do the same thing for this guy's beard. I'm going to outline it with black. You don't always outline watercolors. Sometimes it's nice just to let them be what they are, but I'm going to outline these just because they're supposed to look like a little illustration. And I'm going to go around and trace over anything that is dry. So right now that is the bodies and the beards. You can also hide any of your little whoops spots with your black pen. Okay. So at this point, while you're working on outlining your little guys, is there a specific phrase that you guys want to use? I've seen I'll be gnome for Christmas, cute little gnome phrases that you guys might want to put in. I put chillin' with my gnomies. It's just kind of a funny little thing, but all right, so these hats are starting to dry to the point where I can outline them without losing my ink. So that's good. Be careful as you go over these. Don't let your hand smudge anything. And I don't outline these stars or the heart. I think they're fine as is. Don't forget about these little areas inside of the hats where the hats fold over. Okay, so now I'm going to pick my phrase, and I think for this one, I'm going to say gnome for Christmas. Of course, you can also do hanging with my gnomies or whatever you prefer. I'm going to be writing gnome for Christmas or gnome for the holidays. So I'm going to start under here, and I'm just going to do plain text with my black pen, and that's G-N-O-M-E. And I'm writing them in all caps and spacing them out because we're going to make these look fancy. And I'm going to make for the in smaller cap locks, and then go to holidays. In a slightly larger font. Okay. Now to make these look all cute and country-ish, ooh, I have gone all over the place here. try to salvage that horribly planned line. Okay, so to make these look country cute, we're going to put little dots on the ends of the letters. So like S. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. I wish this thing would focus better, but I'm just doing little dots on the ends of letters. Anything that's open. Okay, so like little dots on the ends of lines that are open. And it just gives it a little bit of a rustic and primitive look. And at this point, we are ready to take our tape off. Zoom back out. Hopefully you guys can see that a little better. And this is ready to be untaped because it's pretty dry. So remember, always peel the tape away from the center of your watercolor paper. Start with that top piece of tape. Peel away from the center. Away from the center. And away from the center. All right. So now your little gnome painting is ready to be photographed and submitted for this assignment. And if you really want to, you can put it on a piece of cardstock or some scrapbooking materials and then turned into a Christmas card. So it is totally up to you how you guys want to finish this up, but I do want to see your results. So please make sure you get these pictures in. I am so excited to see what you guys are able to come up with.